They want you to believe that to participate in modern life, you have to trade in your privacy. Stick around and I'll show you some ideas for opting out a little at a time from the digital matrix we all find ourselves enmeshed in. Do not let the machine make a roadmap of your soul. The stakes have never been higher, with data centers being built on every block. This is not simply for AI. It cannot be. What are the purposes of these except to track everybody, to prevent you from thinking bad thoughts? Big Brother arrived a long time ago. You were just too busy to notice. Data centers are tearing up the planet, spitting it out in little pieces. Environmental catastrophes are going on. And meanwhile, we're all hooked on the screens. We're all tied up to the little glowing screen that goes around with all of us. But this isn't about just complaining. This is about how we can all take some solid steps to free ourselves from the digital matrix. A little at a time. Sort of like tapering off a drug that has you very confused. Now, how long before the currency becomes completely digital? Well, there's a way we can fight back against that. How about using a cash-only Friday? If enough people did that as a protest, then perhaps it might move the case forward for some digital privacy. There are billionaires where this is anathema to them. They are horrified at the idea of not having complete control over you. Using cash isn't just about money. It's cutting the digital cord just long enough for them to stay confused. Do you want Big Brother knowing everything about you, every sandwich that you buy? I remember the days of the telephone book, where you could have an unlisted number. You could remain private if you wanted to. Those days are long past. Now everything follows you around, from cameras in public constantly surveilling your every move, facial recognition. All of this stuff is being thrust down your throat, and it doesn't need to be. We've accepted so much in the rush to adopt new technology that we're barely having time to catch up with the old stuff. So what if we just went analog for a while? Use some analog tools. Use paper maps instead of GPS. It wasn't that difficult to use a map and to figure things out for yourself. It turns your brain into mush when you rely on technology to do everything for you. Anything you buy seems to be smart, and smart means disposable, means it's going to stop working very soon. After you buy it, you need to buy another one, or better yet, maybe they're going to sell subscriptions to everything. You can't buy food without a subscription. You can't live. So now we find ourselves in this digital wasteland where everything spies on you, from televisions to toasters. They want you to believe all this. But what if I told you that there's a way to opt out, to open the door and simply walk away? Imagine how lonely it is living in a digital world. Imagine how isolating it is for so many people. Imagine now the solution. Go somewhere without your device. Oh, I know it's like pulling teeth to get you to put it down, but we need to build social networks again. Groups of people that genuinely get to know each other, not just some made-up online persona. When will humans learn that we're all the same? The race, the religion, it doesn't matter. Some people like to blame vulnerable people in our society. It's all a big game to these billionaires, and they don't believe in humanity. They only believe in themselves, and they believe themselves to be superior to other people. No human is superior to another human. Sure, some people have had way more advantages, better education, not growing up in poverty. But even these things can't stop everybody. The human spirit can be incredibly resilient. Even as the planet burns and floods, the relentless burning of fossil fuels is just unbelievable that the internal combustion engine is still a thing. I mean, it was invented 110 years ago. So maybe we should all connect with a hammer, manual tools for a while. And I'm not suggesting to abandon technology altogether. That would seem almost impossible at this point. I'm just saying there are ways that we can psychologically wean ourselves from the worst influences. Instead of going on social media, why don't you just go out without social media and engage in real social contact? I'm trying to give you just some practical tips for getting away from the matrix. And I know it's easy to throw up your hands and say there's nothing I can do. But do we have to buy things from Amazon instead of buying them from a small business, if there are any left? Why does anything need to be stored in the cloud? It's because your personal information is now their property. What you can do is declutter anything you've got stored in the cloud and try and maybe put it on an old-fashioned thing like a flash drive. It's been a long time since the internet has been the Wild West. We can never return to that era, but we can still do what we can to give ourselves a digital detox once in a while. So if you can, if you're interested, leave a comment. Sooner or later they all get answered. Sometimes I'm busily engaged in other things that are consuming my time right now. So that's why I missed the Saturday upload, so now I'm not regular anymore. I wonder if I need to take a tubular laxative so I'll be more regular. Good to see everybody. No, see, just like Romper Room, I'll get my magic mirror out. Thanks for sticking around, especially if you stuck around till the end. And here's a couple of more videos you can check out, or not. Whatever.